Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you very much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to take a quick look at KuCoin. Not going to bother with Bitcoin. I just recommend you maybe look at my video from yesterday covering the macro for Bitcoin. I'll also go ahead and do kind of a micro analysis here today from Bitcoin as well, now that we have about 24 hours of data after the sell-off. But now at this point, let's just go ahead and jump right into CRO. And again, if you're new to the channel, not a financial advisor, just love teaching people how to trade, consider joining my trading community, where I actually have a trading academy rolling out month end. Be sure to check that out. Now, taking a look here at KuCoin, simple stuff here, pretty straightforward. We lost a key level support at about 48 cents. So now that we're underneath that, it's considered to be a resistance. You can see it tried yesterday, got rejected, now it's on its way back down. I want to draw a quick comparison before we do this because, of course, I know I covered Bitcoin separately. I want you to look at that as well in your own time. But generally speaking here, you can see a strong support level here. Well, a tentative support. I wouldn't say it's strong. It's only been tested one time at about 40,500 as a rough estimate. Technically 40,600, but right in that range, right? And if you look at this same scale here, you kind of see that the price is trending downwards. You can see a very similar movement from CRO. Only difference is you can see a little bit more volume accumulation here, where the price isn't wanting to go much lower than 46 cents. So that's good in a sense, right? It's good that it's accumulating volume right there, but it's bad that we don't have much support below that. And what I mean by that here is if we go ahead and take a look at the one-day chart, just kind of generally take a look at roughly just say what this is about the last 2 months on approximate. So last approximate 2 months, we can see a tremendous amount of volume accumulation between 34 and 40 cents. So between 30 and 40, essentially as a rough estimate there, we're looking at a strong buy wall. In other words, the price comes down, you don't see a lot of volume in the range between 40 and 46 cents, right? Obviously, it didn't spend very much time in that range, but the price just continued up quickly with no potential support. So just bear in mind, volume works very, very well as a support level. And with the most amount of volume being below the price action right now, that's good in a sense that we have a support, but there's going to be a potential free fall between 46 cents all the way down to 40. Okay, so just bear that in mind. We lose this area right now, it's going to come down. We've already lost a support of 48 cents. So there's really nothing much between 40 and 48 cents. So just bear that in mind, kind of help you understand, big picture. That's roughly what we could be looking at here for KuCoin. Okay, again, not bad, just not great. Okay, so if you have a chance to dollar cost average, sure, maybe you do a little bit, but I'd recommend just holding on to your funds, especially until next week with all the news for Bitcoin. Wednesday is going to be a really, really big day for determining if we're going to lose the bottom from Bitcoin or if we're going to possibly continue to consolidate right around 40,600. So just again, friendly advice there. I would say hold on to your funds because even as strong as KuCoin is, it's still getting damaged. A lot of good coins right now are just selling off completely because everyone's kind of preparing for a potential bearish shift in the market. And I say potential bearish because it hasn't been confirmed that we're in a bear market yet, but it certainly feels like it, right? And keep this in mind too. Bear market doesn't necessarily imply that all the altcoins are just going to go ahead and dissolve and we're going to lose all of our money. A lot of altcoins will take off here soon. I think we're on the verge of altcoin season, especially as market capitalization comes away from Bitcoin and goes into these altcoins, which it will do inevitably at this point until, at least as soon as Bitcoin kind of establishes itself in a specific price range. And it hasn't done that just yet. All right. Let's go and take a quick look at a couple of other key indicators here really quick to kind of see if there's anything else to identify. We're well below both moving averages, of course. I think we're very low on the RSI, which is pretty standard. Traditionally, you would want to say this is a good buying opportunity, but I would hold off and not necessarily consider that. Once again, good buying opportunity if this was independent on its own, right? But it's completely reliant on Bitcoin, so we don't need to bother with, this traditional indicators in that sense, based on the simple fact that it's mostly reliant on Bitcoin. So again, watch my video from yesterday for Bitcoin. I did more of a macro analysis. I'll probably do a micro analysis here now that we have more data in the last 24 hours. But generally speaking, it's not phenomenal. You can see the price trying to come up. It hit that resistance and come down. Same thing with Bitcoin as well. It hit that little resistance right around 42,000. Now it's trending its way back down. Okay, so not great. Looking at the 1 hour chart, we can also see that we're struggling to make higher highs and higher lows, and we're just effectively getting this downward direction that commonly breaks to the downside, right? So we could expect and should expect the price in the bottom to drop out soon for KuCoin as well as many other coins, but more specifically Bitcoin. Once we lose that bottom at 40,600, we could see a very big shift in dynamic from a lot of these altcoins that are very much concurrent with Bitcoin. And at least, CRO's essentially aligned itself with Bitcoin because it came up too fast And with that recent sell-off since November, we've really experienced a lot of digression from KuCoin. So all in all, not great. I usually say not great, not good, but this is more so not good, right? It's one of those scenarios where we pretty much just got to be realistic in the sense that it's probably going to continue downwards until it can establish itself further. And I would say the next 5 trading days are going to be very strange based on the simple fact that we got to wait for Bitcoin to really do what it needs to do and pull its head out of its ass. One last thing here too to kind of clarify here as well with Bitcoin, big picture. There's really no instance. I mean, I was looking back here at like cases in point where the price will just shoot up after a short amount of time. Yes, we've gotten some occasions here after like just say the El Salvador candle where we had like a good like 10% green day from Bitcoin on October 1st, for example. We shouldn't expect that for some time because this came with a period of about, this is like 10 days of consolidation right here before it decided to come back up. So if you're expecting the price to shoot back up here in the near future, I think it's a very, very false expectation based on the simple fact that, yes, it could happen, but the odds of it are very, very low. We need to see the price consolidate further before that happens, which is why this right here gave a lot of confidence in the market, right? When we had that nice little higher high, higher low pattern for about 5 or 6 trading days. And then, of course, it's been down ever since. But in order to get back there, we need to have more volume accumulation at this level, and we don't have enough yet. Okay. So again, pay attention to the volume. Try to understand that has a big bearing on this here, but there's just not enough volume in this range right now, and that's why we're going to likely, if we were to lose a support at 40,600, we'll probably see somewhere in the range of 37,000 as the next target, because that's where the most volume accumulation is. Again, I covered that in my video from yesterday. Make sure to check that out. But in that sense, it's kind of roughly what we're looking at right now. Okay, so not great news here for KuCoin. We've lost our key level support. Next target is 40 cents if we were to continue to progress lower, which I do think is very likely over the next few trading days. All right, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Sorry, this isn't great encouraging news, but we'll get there. Big picture though, KuCoin is a good coin. It will bounce back eventually. Please understand that. The fundamentals are good. They got a good system, good ecosystem. The whole thing is very healthy, but it's getting damaged right now, and so are a lot of altcoins. We just got to understand that. Thanks again for your time. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Take care.